I am deeply sorry for not posting any videos for a few days. And for the people who are asking for part 2 to what if Naruto was the son of Kurama, like that, it will be coming after this video. You're like, wait, why are you starting a new what if? I'm gonna be starting what if Naruto was raised by Kurama. If he was raised by him, then you'll be technically just you're technically just what do you call it? Then you will. Then after that, you will what do you call it? Then what do you call it? Yeah, I know you guys will be probably like, hey, continue the one for what if Naruto was in Seven Deadly Sins, but I can't really do that since I haven't finished watching the series and I've been very busy. And since this is a Christmas break for me, I will be able to post frequently sometimes. But let's get down to the video. We'll start when Naruto was born. Kurama, he's like, I've been sealed into a child. And Naruto gets the full 9 tails, and Kurama just sees the way. Just finally gets out of the genjutsu and thanks Minato and says he wants to repay Minato and Kushina for not just like putting him back on a control and putting him back into their human's control and start using him as a weapon, but treating him kindly and nothing like that. So he'll feel sympathy for killing Naruto's parents. Oh yeah, that's my dad. Just hold on. So Naruto would what do you call it? He would technically like just like Naruto would just be a kid. Kurama is taking care of him, and Kurama and no, you skip to a 1-year-old Naruto who's like, hey, father. Like he thinks Kurama's his dad, but he's like, hey, Kurama, how come you're stuck in that cage? And he's like, I don't know, but it will be better. And then Naruto's like, that's the key to holding you to the cage, yes. And Naruto would just rip off the tag and what do you call it? Just rip off the tag to the seal and we'll rip off the tag to the seal and keep that keeps the fox in, and we'll then he will what do you call it? Then he will then he would what did you call it? He would just you could just say that he would start training Naruto. Naruto would take it out And like Minato will pop up and say, Naruto, you're getting controlled by the Nine Tails, blah blah blah. And then the Nine Tails will then call Minato to talk to him privately and say that he's actually taking care of Naruto for him. And Minato would understand and release the seal. And would see Kurama's good character and all that. And then he would just disappear and then Kurama's like, don't worry, Minato. I'll tell him about Kushina and you when he's old enough. Right now is not the time, okay? Minato would understand and let Kurama do his stuff. So you're like, wait, so Kurama's gonna train Naruto? Yes. Since Naruto has the full Nine Tails, Kurama's now be able to go out of the seal into the human world, but will go as his form as a fox. He's able to do that, so Naruto would keep Kurama outside the seal mainly. Like, he'll make Kurama look like Kurama will just look like a puppy. Like, you know Akamaru, right? If you watch Naruto, you've seen Akamaru, right? Like, he'll look at the size of Akamaru when Naruto goes to the academy. But when Naruto's in a fight, he'll grow to Akamaru and Shippuden. Like, you know how Akamaru is in Shippuden? Yeah, that's how Naruto will grow, and Naruto will be able to ride on top of him and fight with him. And he also gains control over, like, the two tails and other stuff, so he can do that. Those are his main attacks. And his tail beast bomb attacks, which are not really that weak. Like, for Kakashi, it won't really hurt Kakashi that much, but it will still hurt, but will make him feel damage, but won't necessarily hurt like at the verge that it can make Kakashi wounded like that. No, just make like Kakashi, it will just hit Kakashi really hard. At least just able to hurt him. And like, just able to hurt Kakashi and like other things. And all that stuff. And Kakashi would just be like, Kakashi would just, what do you call it? Kakashi would just, what would you call it? Give back. What would you say? Like, Kakashi won't be hurt. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. It's just that Kakashi won't technically be hurt. Sorry if I start saying things weird because, I didn't really write my script well. And, it's kind of confusing. So, let's go. And like Kakashi would just, it won't just hurt Kakashi, like it won't hurt him severely. It will just at least injure him, and it will technically hurt. But like someone as powerful as Kakashi, it won't technically hurt that much. So yeah, let's get into the what if. We now start in the what if where Naruto's doing the clone test. Naruto still has bad control over his clones even though the seal was released. Because he's bad at chakra control. And since Kurama's out in his chakra system is even worse. So as usual, he fails. And then he starts pounding on himself like, oh, I failed this, I failed that. Why? Why did I have to fail? Like he's just cursing at himself. Till Mizuki comes and says, Naruto. Well, Naruto, I could help you with that. You see, I could help you, and I could get you to become powerful. And Naruto's like, how? I could get you to pass. Do you think that's the only exam that can make a genin pass? No. Yes, there are other exams. Let me show you, and I shall show you how these exams shall work. Come, Naruto, I shall show you. Naruto's like, okay. And he just starts going with Mizuki and other things. Oh yeah, and pause for a second. One word. If you guys haven't liked and subscribed and turn on all notifications, I will find you. And you know what I'm gonna do? Just joking, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna click the like button for you and subscribe and I'll post notifications. And yeah, I'll just help you with that. And you won't have to deal with it yourself. So it'll be easy for you. Okay? So Naruto will steal the skull as usual. And we'll be running off with it. And he was like, and Naruto will just be looking at the skull. He's like, ooh, let me see some jutsu. The first jutsu that he sees, the Flying Thunder God. Minito's Kurama and Naruto said, he's like, Naruto, take that jutsu and write it on a scroll. Yes, I'll keep that jutsu in here until you're old enough to learn at least the tuning. Okay, Kurama. I will. Then, after that, he sees the Rasengan. It's like, put that too. And then he sees the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Kurama's like, that you can learn. And Kurama's just telling him to list every single jutsu inside the scroll. Naruto does as he says. And you're like, wait, why is he listing every single jutsu? Well, you see, he won't learn every single jutsu in the scroll. Kurama's only doing that until at least when he's a chunin, he'll learn all the jutsus and then be able to advance to a jonin in a couple of weeks. That's exactly what I meant. Kurama, knowing how you do the clone jutsu, will be instructing Naruto what to do until Mizuki or until Ruka's like, he's like, Naruto, why would you steal the scroll of sealing? You know what trouble you have caused around the village? It's like, trouble? And he's like, yes, you're in very big trouble for stealing the scroll of sealing. Like, what do you mean? And what do you mean? Or what do you... No, first he says, hey, Ruka, you're probably here to... No. First, no, not that. He's like, you got into trouble. And then Naruto's like, wait, what? How did I get into trouble? How did I get into trouble? Isn't this not a part of the exam to become a genin? Aren't you not supposed to come and bring me a genin? He's like, wait, what? Who told you that? Mizuki told me to come here and give you the scroll and all that. And then I can become a genin. And then he's like, Mizuki? Then Mizuki pops up out of nowhere and says, Naruto, hand me the scroll and then you shall pass as a genin. And then Ruka's like, Naruto, don't. Mizuki's like, Naruto, don't listen to Ruka. Ruka's just trying to manipulate you so that he could get the scroll. He's like, what? He's trying to use you so that he could get the scroll for himself and make you not be able to become a genin, not be able to become a ninja. And the Kurama's like, Naruto, and Naruto says like, how long am I supposed to be stop pretending, Kurama? It's like, no. Oh yeah, one more thing to mention. Naruto is technically wearing an all black. One more thing. You're like, wait, what does Naruto look like now? Wait, Naruto looks with no, let's not talk about that. We'll talk about later. I'm really getting my scripts mixed up, so I'm sorry about that. Naruto would look at Iruka with his crimson red slit eyes. Yes, Naruto has crimson red slit eyes instead of the blue ones. And also he's technically dressed like a normal shinobi's. He's like, Ruka. He goes up to what's his name? Mizuki, and he's like, you're Mizuki. He's walking towards Ruka and says, nice try, Mizuki. You can't trick me enough like that. Then Mizuki just gets pissed and just grabs the shuriken and starts swinging it, and she just throws it. He's like, you scum, you shall die. Aruka's like, Naruto, get out of the way. Then Aruka gets stabbed with the shuriken. He's like, Naruto, run as far away as you can with that scroll. don't look back, no matter what. Then Naruto starts running and starts seeing Mizuki and Haruka fight. And he's like, huh. They're just fighting, and Haruka's like, why would you protect him? He's the one who killed your parents, and plus his weird fox, tiny puppy pet, who almost looks exactly like the Nine Tails. Why would you let him go? You should have killed him long ago. Then Haruka's like, no, because me and Naruto share a different bond than you can imagine, Mizuki. And then Mizuki just growls at Haruka, and he's like, bond? What kind of bond can that demon possibly have with you? And then out of nowhere, Naruto just hears Haruka standing up for him, and he looks at Kurama, who's like, whatever you want, kid, you can go with him. Haruka, as I said, Kurama, who's literally outside of Naruto, who's literally like in the shape of a puppy form of him, and Naruto just carries around like he's like how a little kid carries a ginormous teddy bear. And just looks at him and smirks, and then runs, and then out of nowhere pops up with a glowing, with a freaking tailed beast bomb in his hand. And Kurama just sitting down, and he's like just sitting on Haruka's head, and Haruka's like, huh? What the fuck? What the heck? I told you to run away, Naruto. What are you doing here? Naruto would just be like, I'm not gonna let you die, Haruka. He's like, what are you doing here? And Naruto's like, what are you doing here? I'm doing the right thing. Like, what? Finally, he came to his senses. And then Naruto just rushes at Mizuki, and Mizuki tries to throw another giant shuriken. He's like, die, demon, die. And then Naruto's like, tailed beast with a Sengun. He's like, multi-shadow clone jutsu. And then Haruka's like, Mizuki's like, what the? And he's like, and then Naruto's like, tailed beast. He's like, tailed beast style, fox style, tailed beast rain, tailed beast bomb rain, or like tailed beast bomb meteor shower. It's just a bunch of shadow clones dropping out of nowhere with a lot of tailed beast bombs and within their hands and just shoving it into you. As always, Mizuki won't be able to survive that. This man will probably like die. So don't be surprised if he's dead. So Naruto just jumped down, and he was like, huh. He just does a pose before Haruka just blows, before Mizuki just, before all the shadow clones just destroy Mizuki with all the tailed beast bombs, and Mizuki just turns into Mizuki's not even there anymore. Like, he's completely gone. Like, he's not technically gone. Like, you just see him drop to the ground, like his eyes rolled back and bloodied everywhere. So yeah, so kind of sort of like that. And Mizuki's like, Naruto's like, yeah, you can't do anything like to my friends anymore, can you? And then Haruka's like, Naruto, thank you very much. And Naruto's like, no problem, Haruka. And then Haruka's like, close your eyes, Naruto. And Naruto's like, okay. Okay, and then he closes his eyes. And then Naruto's like, he's like, Haruka's like, both you and Kurama, close your eyes. Both Naruto and Kurama closes their eyes. As soon as they open them, they have the leaf symbol on top of their head. They feel like the symbol of this, like the leaf headband is on their heads and all that stuff. And it's like, they're like, huh? Naruto's confused and he looks at Kurama. Kurama's like, looks like you, in his mindscape, it looks like you become a Guardian kid. Meanwhile, in real life, Kurama, the fox Kurama. Yes! Yay! Then, we skip on to the next day. As usual, Naruto will go to the academy. But this time will not be late. He just goes and sits down. Then Sasuke, who's sitting beside him, and Naruto's just minding his business. So is Sasuke. Like, those dudes are just chilling. Like they technically have a rivalry together, but they're just chilling. And Naruto's like, what the? He's like, Naruto's just sleeping until he feels someone push him, and then he feels someone grab him, and he hears someone yelling at him. He's like, huh? Naruto wakes up. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, huh? What happened? Then Naruto's like, what happened? And I just see Sakura who's like, nothing, weirdo. Get out of the seat, though. It's like, that's what's happening. Naruto's like, get out, what seat? It's like, the seat you're sitting beside Sasuke. Naruto's like, what seat? He's like, I don't see any seats that's free. He's like, he doesn't see any seat that's free. And then he's like, I mean the seat you're sitting on. Oh, this? Why should I? Because I said so. Well, I'm sitting down. Okay. Well, I'll be going back to sleep. You can think that there's more seats. And then she's like, get out of the seat. We want to sit beside Sasuke. And Sakura's like, hey, that's what Sakura says. And then Naruto's like, hey. He's like, what seat? I don't see anything. It's like, that's our seat. He's like, I don't see your name on it. Like, is your name engraved on here? Like, is your name engraved on here? No, so find a different seat, Sakura. And he's like, get out of that seat. Sakura's like, Naruto's like, okay, Sakura, find a different seat to sit on. And then Sakura just is like, I'm done, and grabs Naruto. And it's about to eat him until Naruto just puts heavy grip on the desk with claws. He's like, and then his eyes, he looks at Sakura with his ruddy crimson eyes, and he's like, as I said, that I don't see your name on it, meaning you can't sit there. And then just firmly sits down while Sakura's trying to pull on him, like his claws literally stronger and able to lift iron. That's how strong Kurama's claws are. And he's like, exactly. He's like, I said, get out with your little puppy mutt that looks like a stupid fox. And he's like, Naruto just looks at him, and Kurama's dog form, who just wakes up and he says, what did you just call me? And he's like, this is Kurama as a puppy form, and Kurama just looks as a cute little puppy inside him. A puppy like that. You know how Kiba carries Akamaru around when he was in canon, in canon? Yeah, that, like the start of the series. That's how Kurama looks, but orange, and it's a fox with one tail just to preserve it. And I don't know, Kurama just gets up, and gets up from sleeping on top of Naruto's head, and and he just looks at Sakura, he's like, girl, what did you, he just goes in a deep tone, and he's like, what did you just call me? He's like, what did you just call me? And he's like, and then Sakura's like, what the flip? All the girls are scared as like they're watching a horror movie. Like, this man scared them out of their shoes. He just scared them. He's like, yes, I would like you to say that again. What did you call me? And he's like, Sakura's like, he's like, weird fox who can talk. And Naruto's like, of course. He's like, huh? Why are you so scared? He's a fox that can talk. He's like, why are you so scared? Why are you so scared? Kurama's my pet fox, and is what? Why are you scared? So what? You guys do not even know he can talk? Like, how do you guys not know? Like, this, like, he's literally like, he could literally talk. It's like, that's not normal. And he's like, and Sakura's like, he deserves to be captured and killed. He's a demon. And Kurama's like, what did you call me again? And Naruto's like, of course, Kurama can talk. It's pretty much normal. It's pretty much normal for a ninja. He's like, no, Naruto says, oh my day, Sakura, you're the best Kunoichi of the year, and yet you don't even know that a ninja fox or a ninja hound or a summoning can talk. And you're the top Kunoichi of the year. How do you not know? How do you not know that any ninja animals that possess chakra are able to talk and able to do things that a normal fox or another species cannot do? How do you not know that? Every single person knows that. Even Akama, like, how do you not know that? How do you not know that? Kiba has for example, how Kiba has his own ninja hound. Of course, Kiba has his own ninja hound and he could talk. Like Akamaru, Kiba's ninja hound could literally talk. It's literally possible for Akamaru to literally just talk out. Like, he's able to talk. He's able to talk if the trainer was able to teach him. Like, Akamaru's a ninja dog. He has chakra. And it's pretty rare for any ninja animal, an animal that possesses great chakra, to talk. As for Kurama, he possesses chakra and is able to talk like a normal human being, so don't be surprised. And secondly, he's not a demon. And third, how would you not know that? How would you not know that? The teachers once even taught us about how people possess ninja dogs or ninja hounds. Like, how would you not know that? It's literally been taught before. And also, the worst thing is that you're the Kunoichi of the year. Who even nominated you as that? And she's like, I knew. I was just testing you. And he's like, as I said, get out with their stupid fox cub. And Kurama just draws. He's like, if you call me a fox cub one more time, I will come over there and cut your hair off until you're bald. And then Sakura's like, I would like to see you try. Kurama's like, you like to see me try? And then Naruto's like, oh yeah, one more thing, Sakura. Since ninja pets or ninja foxes can use chakra, they can also do. Kurama just gets in a position and just literally, like, how do I put it? Like, he literally grows to the height of Akamaru. And Akamaru and Shippuden, like how Akamaru looked, and he's like, I'd like to see you say that again. And then Naruto's like, as I said, ninja hounds can also transform and do many type of modes. So, and plus, also, since Akamaru's a different type of species, Akamaru could transform into Kiba and do other things and do fang over fang. But as for a fox like him, since he looks little and small, he can literally do anything like that. Right, Kurama? And also, they might also inhabit weird things like 9 tails. Kurama just keeps it at 1 as an illusion. Try not to make the Jonins freak out and come and catch Naruto and put him in prison. But just literally Sakura's as scared like she's watching a horror movie. Like she just runs for her life. Like she's like, okay. And then Naruto just sits back down and Kurama's just like, and Naruto just scratches Kurama's chin. He's like, oh, thank you. And then Naruto just throws him your steak, just throws some steak, and Kurama just starts feasting on him. And meanwhile, he's giving Sakura a deadly glare, like, hey, if you move, I will come and rip your head off. Just joking, he does not say, I'll come and cut all your hair off. And Sakura's like, okay. And then he's like, but though, can you please move and let me sit beside Sasuke? No, find your own seat. And then Kurama just reverts back to his puppy form and just starts eating and devouring the steak. The roasted steak that he was given. It's like, and then after doing that, the team selections happen. And then Kakashi's late as usual. And Kurama, who's just sitting there for no reason. Like, all the teams are waiting, including, like, Team 8 with Kiba, Nakamaru, and, Kurama and Nakamaru are just basically just having a fight over steak. Like, they're literally just playing around over the steak, and then Naruto's like, can you guys stop fighting? And he just cuts the steak, and they just start eating theirs, and then they start just playing. Like any cub would do. And then after their sense, finally everyone's gone, and Kurama's just bored as flip, and he's like, that was fun. I haven't had fun for a long time. And then meanwhile, and Naruto said, he's like, who the flip is our sensei? And how late is this guy? And Kurama's like, oh no. Why did Naruto have to get the worst sensei of all senseis? Even though he's powerful. Why did it have to be selected? Supposedly be Kakashi the Sharingan. That man will be late as heck, even though he has a bad habit of literally failing all his students. He's always the latest one. Why? Like, who even appointed him as a sensei? Then finally, 3 hours later, Kakashi arrives, and he's like, Team 7, and Naruto's like, Naruto just looks like Kakashi, dumbfounded. He's like, why would you ask? He just says, first of all, one question. Why would you ask that question? When you're the only one that's late. You've literally been the only one that's late all this time. So we're the only ones here, and you've been 3 hours late. And then Kakashi's like, wait, what? Yeah, like, why are you so late? And Kakashi's like, oh, okay, to the roof. And Naruto and Kurama just out of nowhere just disappear in a flame in a burning flame. Like, they just disappear and pop up on the roofies. And then Kurama just goes up to Kakashi and whispers in his ear and starts talking to him. While Naruto just chilling there. He's like, my life is horrible. He's like, my life is. He's just saying like he just had like he just came back from a freaking. He just came back after like someone just broke like he's just sitting there like he's just sitting there emo and just burns down over the mask and looking at Kakashi with daggers. He's like, hey boy, if you would. He's looking at Kakashi like, hey boy, if you're late one more time, me and my friend Kurama, If eyes could speak, you could hear what the eyes are saying. If you do that, I will beat you. He's like, I will so scratch you until all your hair is off. I will so scratch you until all your hair is off. After that, I will kick you out and put you in public to everyone to witness the Kakashi of the Sharingan. Kakashi, the copy ninja of Konoha, the Sharingan, with no hair. And make your opponents laugh at you, and then after come over again and make sure and hang you, and literally just and just wrap and just put you on a show and make you look like a drum so that every single person can come and start slapping your bald head. and then Kakashi just drops. He's like, okay. He's like, okay, I'll never be late again since I don't want to die. Naruto just technically just like, then the final teams, finally Sakura and Sasuke come and they're like, how are you guys able to do that? Sasuke's like, you have to teach me that dope. And Naruto's like, first of all, why would I teach someone who literally acts arrogant and all just wants power? And then Sasuke's like, teach me that. I'm an Uchiha and you're dope. I'm greater. I don't teach people who act arrogant. I teach people who just want to learn and want to use it to improve their skills, nothing else. Naruto says. And then Sasuke's like, Sasuke's like, I demand you teach me that, Naruto. If you don't, you know what will happen. I'll beat you up. No, Sasuke does not say that. He's like, if you don't, then I'll force you to. And Naruto's like, try me. Then they say what they want to say. Naruto just says, all I want to do is show the world that all I just want to do is become Hokage and show the world that all tailed beasts are actually human beings. I want to make sure I show the world all that every single tailed beast are human beings. That they're not demons or monsters. They're actually people. They actually have lives and have souls. That they are not used as a melee weapon for war and used for no direct reason. I want to show the world that only. And then he's like, I also want to end this world of hatred. And that dream is not a dream at all. As Sasuke said, that dream is also my ambition. Yeah, and I also want to beat up. I also want to make sure I want to like shave one other guy bald for being late, and after put him outside and make his forehead look like a drum so that people can start slapping it and he'll feel agony. And then Kakashi just gulps and he's like, okay, that's it. Let's now come to training ground 7 at 5 a.m. and don't eat breakfast or you puke. And he just starts running off. And then he's like, and I'm going to now go and shave the man's head bald. And Kakashi's like, yeah, see ya. And he just poofs away. Naruto just goes home and yeah, he just starts doing his regular training. And he's like, hey, can I start learning the flying Raijin thing? And then Kurama sees that there's 7 steps and he's like, yeah, you could start it. And he just starts learning it and all that stuff. And Naruto's like, until like 5 a.m. the next morning, until like 5, he starts taking a shower and eating breakfast and then leaves. At 4 a.m. eats breakfast and leaves. And you're like, wait, how can Naruto be awake for that long? Oh yeah, by the way, his clone is literally taking his clones are sleeping while he's doing the training. And then as soon as Naruto's tired, all the energy and things will just come back to him. And he's like, I feel stronger. And then after he just starts going at the training ground, you just see him and Naruto's like, and he just starts going to the bushes and starts training even more and more. Like this man ain't doing it. He ain't stopping. He ready to box Kakashi. And then everyone shows up, and then Kakashi's 3 hours late. And then Kakashi's like, you have to get these belts from me. And let's just say we skip over to the council, who's in a chamber where there's like other council members watching you genuine. And there's all the council members are especially here to watch Naruto. Cause Aruka told them what happened, and every single one knows that's the same thing that the tail beast ball looks like. So they're thinking Naruto can harness the chakra, and they're telling Kakashi to test them. Oh yeah, but Kakashi, he suffers a huge blow. So first top it off, Naruto, then Kakashi explains that, yeah, you have to get the two bells away from me. Naruto scatters with the rest of the team, and then after he goes and finds Sasuke, and then after brings Sakura and Sasuke together, and he's like, hey, he literally goes to Sasuke and Sakura, and he's like, he sends clones and says, hey Sakura, Sasuke, we need to work together. Sakura's like, no, why? And then Naruto explains, have you ever heard of a squad with only 2 genin and 1 jonin? He's like, no. Then let's work together. It's about teamwork. A squad is comprised of people who work together, and they can use that to overpower their enemies. So that's what the test is. Sasuke would think, if I do that, I can beat. If you don't, then you'll be sent back to the academy. And Naruto says to Sakura, you'll be sent back to the academy, and you won't be able to be with your beloved Sasuke. And Sasuke, you won't be able to go out and defeat your brother Itachi and seek vengeance. And then they're like, okay. Meanwhile, all the other teams have done that, and all the council members are like, okay, you may watch the other teams fight. And they literally see Team 7. Meanwhile, Sakura, she's just randomly, Sakura and Sasuke just goes for the attack with Naruto. Naruto just starts going for the attack. They're fighting. Sasuke gets pushed back, but Naruto is holding his own a bit. Until, one of his teammates are getting pushed back and Kakashi is just beating them up. Senseless, and Naruto's like, damn, after. And Kakashi's about to technically attack Naruto's teammates and see how Naruto will react. Naruto was like, oh no. Who's like, I have to do it. And Kurama was like, yes. I only said if your team, yes, you may use the jutsu, but make sure you don't overwhelm yourself with it. And you're like, or make sure you don't overwhelm yourself with it. Naruto says, yes. And then after Naruto just goes on the ground looking like he's in a form of like a fox or a wolf, and he's like, he's just growling, and he's like, oh yeah, if you hear noise in the background, that's my dad. He's just warming something, and he's just going down and sprouts the 2 tails and sprouts more and more tails. You're like, wait, yes. And also one thing, Naruto is sort of like a prodigy in this part, but I'm not trying to make him OP. Naruto does not sprout tails. He looks at Kurama. Kurama just transforms into his giant formation. His form of like how he looks like his form, like his medium version looking like Akamaru from Shippuden. When he was Akamaru in Shippuden, and Naruto's like, then Naruto just starts literally. Kurama just starts, and out of nowhere, Kurama sprouts 9 tails. And Naruto then just starts growing with orange chakra. And every single person that's watching this, including the other teams, are pretty much surprised. They're like, and then all they can hear is like, let's do it now. Then Naruto just starts running after Kakashi with blinding speeds. Like speeds that you can't see. Kakashi's like, what the heck? Out of nowhere, he just gets slammed. He just gets hit. He almost gets hit with the kunai, but he blocks. And then he's like, he just blocks with his own kunai. Then Naruto out of nowhere pops up with his sword on his back. And yes, Naruto knows Kenjutsu and infuses it with Nine Tails chakra, making the sword glow orange. And starts striking at Kakashi. Kakashi tries to block with his own kunai. But as soon as he strikes with the sword with it, the kunai literally cuts in half. And then almost cuts him, and then Kakashi's like, what the heck is that? He's like, yes, when I infuse this with my Nine Tails chakra, this blade is able to cut through any single thing that is in the way, and also able to literally slice through anything, including hardcore chakra metal. It's the rarest sword of all time that can only be used with the Biju's chakra. So Blizzard, Kakashi and all the other Jonins and Genians who were watching from the weird tower thing are just almost having their eyes popped out. Like they just saw Naruto slice through a kunai with just one sword. A sword. And Kakashi's literally having a bad time out there. I mean, he is not having a good day. You can pretty much call this man a dead man. Like he looks like he's just about to get smashed by the. He looks like he's about to get like, judo slammed by Naruto. Naruto, he kicks Naruto away, and then as soon as he's about to kick Naruto away, thinking Naruto is flying, Naruto then out of nowhere grows a Nine Tails chakra arm, surprising Kakashi and grabbing Kakashi by the leg and flinging him all the freaking way, all the way to what do you call it, Mars? Like this man was freaking thrown. He was just thrown by Naruto. Like Naruto just flinged him away. Oh yeah, and one more thing. And before I continue, one more thing. I'm sorry about this, but one more thing I need to say before I continue and end the video. I won't be able to post part 2 of What If Naruto was Kurama's son because it's almost my bedtime. I'll try posting it tomorrow, so keep in tune, and I'm really sorry. So let's continue. And I will gladly bring it to you if I have the chance. Okay? So, let's go. Naruto will just start destroying and decimating Kakashi. Naruto will fling him outside out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, Kakashi is just trying to run for his life. Naruto just grabbed him again and flung him right through a mountain. Kakashi just hitting the mountain really hard. And he's like, what the heck, help. What is this kid made of? Naruto just going again, popping out of nowhere. Kakashi's eyes widen again and kicks Kakashi up and then just kicks him down. Then just starts kicking him with a barrage. And he's like, Tail Beast, Uzumaki barrage. And then Naruto just yells out, Uzumaki and Otsutsuki barrage. Kakashi almost seemingly dead and able to substitute himself out of there. And he was like, what the flip is this man made of? And Kurama popping out of nowhere with his ginormous state, flinging one of his tails around rapidly. And he's like, then after Kurama just opens his mouth, you just see Kurama sitting there, a medium-sized Kurama, not like full, like, you know how Akamaru, like the size of Akamaru in Shippuden arc. And the war arc. Like, You know when Akamaru and Kiba transform into that dog form? Like, you know that dog form with the two, like, you know how Akamaru and Kiba do that transformation where they transform into this big white dog and then they have two heads? Yeah, that's how big Kurama is. Like, he just pops up out of nowhere. He's like, you just see him preparing a tail beast bomb and he's like, he literally blows it so far and literally blows that mountain. Kakashi is substituting again with his joining vest ripped off. And then Naruto popping out of nowhere with a giant barrage of tailed beast a tailed beast bomb attacks. Okay, you're like, wait, isn't that overpowered? Hold up, as I said, Kurama's tailed beast bombs himself could kill Kakashi, like the one coming from Kurama. But Naruto, who's a genin still, tailed beast bombs can't really harm Kakashi. They'll just hurt him a bit, but not at the verge that it can kill him or break a bone or fracture anything. It'll just fracture his arm or something. Like, it will not really hurt that much. So Naruto just slams a bunch of it into Kakashi. And then Kakashi, who was just like getting hit with a barrage of punches and other things and getting destroyed, you just technically see every single person drop their mug and they're like, oh. It's a little after Asuma and Guy whose team was training, I saw the weird tower and they saw other teams were like, what is happening? And then Ambugar started inviting them if they want to watch this. And then as soon as all the teams and Genin saw this, every single one of their eyes popped out. He's like, and then Neji is like, who's that kid? How powerful is he? And he's like, no way. How? And then the Kage is like, this is the power of him? And then after they're like, wow, that kid is powerful. Man, how? And then after Ruka's like, no way. How did Naruto get so powerful like that? He just came out fresh out of the cat. How did he get powerful in just a day? What do you mean? They're like, what do you mean? And then Kiba's like, no way, he just graduated with our class yesterday. Everyone's eyes almost popped out. And not only that, he's known as the dead last of the class. And everyone like, wait, what? And they're like, huh? Almost everyone's eyes pop out. And all you just see guys like, no way, Kakashi's getting beaten. It's like, yes. No way. How is Kakashi getting defeated by a freshman genin that came out of the academy and is graduated? Like, Kakashi is just getting flung around and flung. And yeah, you know. Yeah, you really need to send Kakashi to the hospital after that. And all you just see is Naruto's barrage of attacks, and he's like, and you just see a Kakashi with the bubbly dad, and then after you just see him getting dragged, Naruto just dragging Kakashi, and he's like, Kakashi just getting dragged and stuff. And also one more thing before we go on with the what if again. I'm sorry for making this interruptions. As I said, I will be only able to post part 2 of this, the new what if I'm starting. But what if Naruto was Kurama's son? I still need to do some scripting and writing for this, okay? So, I'm really sorry. I usually have it prepared, but since I have it mixed up, I will get to it. But I'll have to rewrite it, so, yeah. Like, Kurama would just get destroyed and stuff, like, Kakashi would get destroyed and stuff, he's bloody at this point, he's just, you could technically just send this man to the hospital and get fractured bones. This man is literally just sitting there he just suffered he just tried to fight he just tried to fight a freaking WWE superstar. He just tried to fight one of them, and he utterly lost. He's just getting beaten up by freaking Naruto, a dude who literally does not do anything. A dude who literally just came out of the academy. Like a dude who just came out of the academy. My man. Like this man is literally just getting himself utterly defeated by Genin. Like he's just getting bodied by Genin. And Naruto's like, and Kakashi just wakes up. And then you just see Naruto giving the bells to his teammates, who are just almost Sakura, who's just thinking it's a dream, and just handing the bells to them. Kurama reverts back to his normal form. He's like, and then after Sakura just gets scared, and then Naruto just wakes Kakashi up, and Kakashi's like, huh? And Kakashi just wakes up and wonders what's happening. You know, he's like, huh. He's like, huh. Kakashi wakes up and he's like, huh. Oh, wow, that felt so bad. And he looks up to see Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke. We're like, hello, Kakashi Sensei. Hello, guys. My head is like, and then Kakashi Sensei Kakashi just gets back. He's like, huh. So, you guys did not get the bells from me. And then after Naruto just says, oh, I took care of that. He's like, huh? You were passed out for 3 hours. And he's like, and he's like, oh yeah, Sensei. And one question, Kakashi Sensei. What? Did you not say the person who does not get, didn't you not say anybody who fails the test has to get tied on the pole? He's like, yeah. Let me put this rule in. How about we tie you up to the pole for failing to defeat a dude who just graduated from the academy 2 days ago? And Kakashi's like, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? What are you doing? They just grab Kakashi and tie him up to the pole, and Kakashi's like, hey, get me out of here. Get me out of here. And Kakashi's just tied up like a helpless dog. Like this man is just like, hey. He's just like, he's just tied up. He's like, get me down. Get me out from here. All you just see is Kakashi hanging. You know how Kakashi used the trap by making Naruto go on the rope, and then after Naruto was stuck on the tree with the rope tied to his leg and he was just upside down. He's like, yeah, that's how Kakashi's like, get me out of here. But his arms and legs are tied, and he's like, get me out of here, please. And Naruto's like, wait. Kakashi's like, hey, please. And everyone just looks and just looks at each other, and they're like, and everyone just bursts into laughter. Then he's like, hey, please, don't do anything. Just get me out. He's like, anything? Yes. Okay. Finally, thank you. You said you'd do me anything. Anything, not anything. Well, you could start by buying us from. He's like, okay. And then after they just start singing and looking through the crystal ball, and Naruto and Sasuke are just like, they're still laughing, and they just stop, and they're just like, huh? And then they go to the Ichiraku Ramen stand, and then after Sakura and Sasuke order their ramen, Naruto's like, hey old man, can you get us both 15 bowls, both me and Kurama, 15 bowls of miso ramen? Kakashi's like, 15 bowls? Yes, and extra large. Oh my God. And Kakashi's just looking at him, she's like, and then he's like, huh? 15 bowls? He's like, 15 bowls? Oof. And then after he was like, you're paying for that, you know? That's way too expensive. Yeah, I'm not paying for that. You're paying for that. You're the sensei. You have to treat us to foods. And then Kakashi's just like, wait. No. He's like, add it to his, wait. And then Naruto looks at Sakura and Sasuke, and he whispers in their ear, and he's like, yeah, add it to, can you add it to his, can you add it to his tab? He's the one who decided this. And he's like, okay. And then Kakashi just starts screaming. He's like, no! No, he just starts saying screaming. He's like, and he's like, why did he have to take so much from you, Minato-sensei? Why? And sadly, I have to end this video off here. Goodbye. And like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See ya!